There's a tremendous wealth of information, not to mention hard work, contained within your Lightroom catalog. And in this video, you'll learn how to safeguard that information by backing up your catalog. We'll also learn how to restore a corrupted or lost catalog. So how do you back up a catalog? I'm going to start here under Lightroom, Catalog Settings, and on a PC that would be Edit Catalog Settings. And at the very bottom of the General tab, down here where it says Backup, we can select when Lightroom prompts us to back up our catalog. There's a never option, which I suggest you never use. Once a month, once a week, once a day, every time Lightroom exits, and when Lightroom next exits. I suggest you set this for every time Lightroom exits. And the reason is that you don't have to have Lightroom go through the process of backing up the catalog. This will just prompt you, ask you if you want to do it. You can skip it if you want. Backing up is so important that I suggest that you at least consider it every time you exit Lightroom. Okay, so let me close that. I'm going to quit Lightroom now, and this is when we get that prompt, Backup Catalog. And I can skip it this time if I want, but I suggest that you don't. Now here, this is telling me where the backup is now located. It's in an external drive, and I suggest that your backup should always be separate from where your original catalog is. If your original catalog is on a hard drive on your computer, make sure that the backup is on a separate drive. And you can choose where the backup goes here by selecting Choose and then just navigating to a location. You also have a choice whether or not to test the integrity before backing up or to optimize the catalog after backing up. This will add a little bit of time to the whole process, but I suggest, just for the sake of keeping the integrity of your catalog intact, select both of these and live with the extra time that it takes to back up. Okay, so I'm ready to back up. I'll select Backup, and depending how big my catalog is, this will go through the process of backing it up. If I have a very large catalog, hundreds of thousands of images, of course it'll take longer than what's taking now. This is a relatively small catalog, so it should go pretty quickly. Imagine if you lost your catalog with all that work that you've put into it, from the ratings to your images, to making collections, to working in the develop module, and all those settings, those all exist in the Lightroom catalog database. And if that was lost, it'd be a shame. So I suggest that you back up as often as you can. And over here now you can see this is where my backup has been placed in my external drive. It's got today's date on it. And I can see there's the catalog. Let me open up the folder, and there's the catalog. If something happens to my original catalog, I can always then open up Lightroom now using this catalog. And in order to do that, at least on a Mac, you double click on this catalog or click and drag it onto the Lightroom icon. You can also open this catalog from within Lightroom if it's already open. Let me go ahead and just double click on that and open up Lightroom that way. And there it is. Now, this is an exact copy of my original catalog. Now, I say exact copy, all the important settings are saved. The one-to-one previews are not, though. So let me go to my hard drive. I'll show you what I mean by that. I'm going to go to the original catalog that's here in the Lightroom folder. So you can see the Lightroom 5 catalog previews is 7.55 gigabytes, and the Lightroom catalog itself is only 190.7 megabytes. Now let me go back down here to the backup and open that up, and you can see now the previews are only 12.9 megabytes. The reason is it would take too much time to back up all those previews. And in fact, Lightroom will generate a new preview on the fly as you're working within the Lightroom environment anyway. So it's not that critical that you create a backup of your one-to-one previews. Now, having said that, you may very well want to manually back up that file with all the previews just to speed up the process of viewing images in Lightroom. Also keep in mind that when you back up a catalog, it's not backing up your original files. The original files, you should have some kind of a system for backing those up manually or separately, because those are not backed up when you back up the catalog. That's just backing up the database, the catalog itself. I can't say it enough how important it is to have a backup of your catalog. It's very easy to do. Please do it.